there, we're going to allow you now. Papa Juma, the killings have gotten to the climax and to this point, you know, and it's very, very serious. Now, there are so many things that Simon have said that is inciting the killings in Biafra land, at the same time dividing ESN. And we know that ESN is the last defense for Biafra land, according to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instituted it for. But now we see the division because of what the program and the design of Simon and Azuka. And now we are seeing the killings. Please, we want to hear you because we know you have some information regarding this. I don't want to put words into your mouth. And before Prince continues, I think he's busy right now. Just give us some information about this, Papa Juma.
Okay, thank you, comrade. Thank you, Maskell. What I'm advising our men on the ground. Any man on the ground that is still working with Simon Ekpa, you are on your own. Whatever you see, you take it. Because the message is clear. No matter the broadcast we do, we can't go to their camp to change their mind. We can only talk. It's not left for them to listen. I believe our message is getting to them. At least with what happened to Dumodu. Others will learn. I have made it clear to the men on the ground. You people have heard a lot of voice going around that Azuka husband is a military. I don't know if it's a military Nigerian zoo or America. You know, with all those propagandas, they are claiming they are this, they are that. No truth in their mouth. So it's left for our men on the ground. If you are fighting for Biafran freedom and under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you are one of the men on the ground, it is time for them to wake up and ask Simon a question. Because what is going on, Biafrans don't understand. All this killing we are hearing, men on the ground, it always happens in Imo State, also, all those areas. Because that place has become a no-go area. If you watch everything that is happening in Biafra land today, is that Ihiala also, kidnapping and other things. Who are those people doing this? Who are those people? You know, sometimes we are complaining, blaming the zoo government. No, we must stand on the truth. Kidnapping cannot be happening in all those areas. You said that Hope Uzodinma will not be sending military. What makes him a governor? If those the real ESN are in the bush protecting our land against the Fulanis, did you see Hope Uzodinma going to them there? My brother, we have to tell ourselves the truth. Even so-called our leaders in Biafran land, they are still working with the zoo. They know the real ESN that are working protecting the land. They know the criminal ones. And that is why every time you keep on hearing that fighter jet in Osu, military invade Osu, I keep on asking them, why only that Osu? What is happening in that camp? Is that the only place we are fighting for Biafran freedom? Akwa Ibom is there, Enugu State is there, Ebonyi State is there, and other state is there. Why is that only Ihiala, Osu, all those areas, every day by day? That is where we keep on getting bad news. If the men on the ground are not killed, they kidnap people there. Who are those people? It's not more Fulani kidnapping people there. We all know that those guys are the one kidnapping their fellow Biafrans. Is that the kind of freedom we are fighting? Then if we get this freedom tomorrow through Simon Ekpa, and Simon Ekpa use this kind of gang of set of criminals as one of the securities in Biafran land, how do you think we are safe? That means we are not safe. So why Biafran need to ask Simon Ekpa question? Simon Ekpa, why is all the time those areas, men on the ground died, those areas? Ihiala Road, that also. Why?
And that
because that is the only camp.
That camp is controlled by Butuzo, who is working under Simon Ekpa.
Yeah, Simon Ekpa. That is the only command that Simon Ekpa have. Simon Ekpa don't have any men on the ground. All those things is making noise. He's just using those group of people doing kidnapping in Biafra land, destroying our land.
Now, recently we heard that some
You
men were
come and
killed.
sit at home.
Some of
You
those-
come and order sit at home.
some of those men.
You order sit at home. You will not go to government house to go and stop sit at home. You will not go to big men areas to go and stop sit at home. You go to where poor people that just managed to buy keke. You said their keke are blessed. You come and post it on platform. People will be shouting woto woto. Are we not stupid? Why must we be killing our own in the name of struggle? And this is why a lot of celebrities don't want to join. I'm in contact with a lot of celebrities. I have talked about this struggle with Simon about what is aware. I was the one that made Simon about to talk with Anidon when Anidon came against on his platform to broadcast against the pregnant woman that was killed during sit at home in Onitsha. Anidon said, listen, don't voice out like this on social media. It's something you can come to me and talk to me personally. I cannot tell Anidon, look at what happened. I come out on this broadcast to say that we should forgive Anidon. It's a mistake. Ask Simon Ekpa. With all this kidnapping, all these things happening in Biafra land, who are those people doing this kidnapping? The same our men, so-called men, Simon Ekpa is recruiting. Is that the kind of Biafra we're fighting for? Masikelechi?
Papa Jima, just hold your thoughts there because I'm going to ask you more questions regarding this because I know you are going deep into.
I'm going to because I got live on Facebook so that in a queen but I make it this.
I'm going to bring you on again because I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to, but let me bring Prince on. Prince was making giving us some information.
Thank you.
Yeah. Initially, Prince, we have this serious security situation in Biafra land right now. And this thing is becoming worrisome and you see, very worrisome because there are some evidences of past threats that Simon had actually given to the Nigeria contraption that had made them bring their tools and everything to Biafra land and killing our men and all of that. I wouldn't have the time to begin to showcase. I was trying to get them on, but I've not been able to put them here to showcase them to Biafrans. But next time we're going to see it like this, we're going to have those things showcased to Biafrans. Now, I want you to give your perspective to this dangerous trend that is taking place right now in Biafra land.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes. Yes, please.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much. And of course, the question you're actually asking is in line with the video you made of Onyendu, where he was making it clear that Biafra, no matter what you want to do, you can never get Biafra if your agenda is to kill another Biafra.
Yes.
Under no circumstances. That is, you set out for whatever purpose is to kill Biafra or steal from a fellow, or to go and do all these or DH, all these. I don't know how long it will take us to get our people to know that all these things are nonsense. Okay, because it's only Chukwu, God, who propels the agenda of man, and it's only the protection of God. And then God shows the technique, the wisdom, the technology, the scientific know-how as to how to go about getting this sorted. It is nothing. Look, it doesn't. Okay, without you being properly trained, knowing what is required of you, knowing that the first thing is that your hands must be clean, your heart must be clean. If it is not clean, you're wasting your time. In fact, you will even die before you finish whatever you're doing. Look, can make it quite clear to all the Biafrans. Okay? As Simon Ekpa and co. You know, one of the most disheartening things is that when you listen to Simon Ekpa and Azoka, and they're talking about those they perceive as their enemy in this Biafran struggle, you will always see that hint of trying to expose people for harm. The tendency to say, post their picture, let them, we have to get to know where they come from, their village, tell this. That is the signal they give, okay? Now, you then ask people like this, are you really really serious? Do you really know that you are placing a perpetual curse? I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you are.
I don't
Yes,
know. Now, I'm not sure people understand what Biafra struggle is all about. This Biafra thing is a divine project. When something is divine, it comes from God. It's a divine project. Whatever you do in Biafra that involves taking another Biafran's life, because you see, no matter the evil you have committed, genuine Biafrans want to get Biafra and subject you to the law of Biafra. Let it be the law that will determine what happens to you if you are found guilty. A genuine Biafran does not go and set out and plan to go and rob, to go and kill, to go and become an agent through which you can be sabotage and betray a fellow Biafran. Nobody that's a genuine Biafra has that heart. So let me continue to warn them. You are placing a perpetual curse on yourself and your generation when your intention is to use another Biafran, to kill another Biafran for your own whatever gain, in quotes. That gain will become a curse. That gain will pour the hot charcoal, the wrath of God upon your head and the heads of everybody in your generation. This is as simple as that. Nnamdi Kanu articulated it very, very well in that preamble you gave, where he was telling you the route to Biafra and the route you can never use to get Biafra. He made it so clear.
Sure.
So I don't know whether people have ears or they have ears, but they can't hear. So the warning is out there, and I hope that people can heed to this warning.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prince. You see, we have to really deal with this matter, and this is it's one of the most important issues now in our land. And I want to bring Pastor Livingstone on right now because now the issue here is this. Now, recently we know the story of what is happening between Butuzo and of course they're going to the robbery going on in Butuzo's camp, which is being sponsored by Simon, and also the killings recently. Some of Butuzo's men have been killed, and recently we heard also Simon threatening, Nigeria government when he knows he doesn't have anything on ground. It's only at Butuzo's camp that he knows he can talk and do all of that, and all of those evil happening in Osu camp. Now Simon is threatening the Nigeria contraption, and the Nigeria contraption comes into our land and kill our people. Now this has become a trend with him for over a year now. He comes, makes some postings, says some stuff, and then our people are being killed. Now, Pastor, I want you to address this in your own way and the things that you can remember to say about this whole thing. Recently, our men have been killed, and these men are supposed to be ESN members, but whom Simon deceived and manipulated, and they begin to go into kidnapping and all of that, and they are killed, and they're working under Butuzo. The other time we heard the other one working under the code name, I've forgotten the name now. When I remember, I'll just say it. These people are all under Butuzo. Pastor, please, what do you have to say about this? You're muted. You're muted, yes.
Thank you so much. It's okay. It's rather very unfortunate that we are trying so much to bring to the notice of those Nigerians who call themselves Biafrans that work with Simon Ekpa. They have refused to hear or learn. And every day the lives of our people are in danger. And each time they come here to tell you Simon is the good guy, why are you disturbing him? It's because one, when Simon goes to raise fund. He raises fund in the name of ESN.
Real.
Now, whatever ESN that Simon inherited after China Samoro and Co failed, for their sakes, Biafrans gathered to contribute money for their maintenance and enhancement. So, if this money is being raised in the name of ESN, is expected by us to be used for ESN, then it's very painful to understand that people who know this thing begin to argue and tell you, go and do your own. But the money was raised for ESN.
That's right.
And these same ESN camps have been abandoned. So why are you raising the money for? The people's lives are in danger. Some of them, because of no food, things are difficult, they decided to go rogue from the information we are getting. And by going rogue, they do things that are wrong. For if they have been giving, when you talk about misappropriation of funds, it is not embezzlement. Fund was to be appropriated for this purpose. Now, instead of using it for ESN, use it for another purpose, it's misappropriation of fund. So it's different from embezzlement. But misappropriation can also be the channel through which you can embezzle. Now, ESN people are being discredited because some of them are behaving wrongly due to lack of funds. But funds are being raised now on a weekly basis to defend them, to help them, to encourage them. That's the problem. So if nobody is saying this, like some people come here and talk nonsense. If they sit and they don't speak the truth, these are wicked people that don't have conscience. That's number one. The next one is when Simon Ekpa comes up and makes a comment by July 29th, by the 29th of this month, or is it June 29th, or whatever that he said, all those who are not within the Biafran land, there is no protection for them. That they are going to engage the military in their barracks, in police stations, they are going to kill them or do them anything. The Nigerian soldiers or Nigerian authorities have it in mind that, okay, since you have said so, we are going to attack. Now, you put the lives of our people in danger because your strategy to fight the enemy back is already thrown out in the open. And when they look inside, you don't have anything on ground to show for it. There are certain things that you shouldn't be saying, like coming out and saying, those of you outside the Biafran district during this period when you look for help or not help you, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the knowledge on how to handle military things which you are boasting. And by that, when you make such comments, you put the lives of people in danger. And when they go and attack, you will not be there to protect them. Take, for example, the Desibo of Lagos, who, because of Simon Ekpa's assurances, when he was locked up, he gave the government 3 days to release that man. They didn't. He didn't do anything. So those comments are the thing that put the lives of our people in danger. Then, and apart from that again, the issue of threatening people and killing them. I'm asking, are we fighting? Because there are other things that will come up. I just want to limit myself to this one, because I know the other things you are bringing up. Are we fighting to kill ourselves, or we are fighting a common enemy? Is it that if somebody does not belong in your camp, therefore is the enemy? Why the camp which you control have shown signs of incompetence, misappropriation of funds, and embezzlement? And not only that, doing things that are wrong, organizing that people be killed, naming people out, threatening them, trying to, look for whatever they are to destroy them. How does this thing work in, how does it synchronize with the Biafran spirit, agitation, or intention in the first place? So it is very unfortunate. Why are we saying it? Because the bulk of the money was sent to Simon. All of us contributed. That look at what you're supposed to do. So anybody that is telling us now, go and do your own, on what basis? Should I finance the Biafran project? It is not only me that is the Biafran. We all contributed money and put in a particular purse. It was on the website. We paid. And then instead of using the money for ESN, you abandoned ESN, started your own doing. They were in disarray and started doing wrong things. And they are killing them. They just come and get some of our commanders, take them somewhere and kill them. Kill young men, kill young women. You don't care. And all these people who support you don't even see it, that the money that you collect every day is for these people. But the money is not being used for them. You're using it for your own personal thing, to build up your platform, advance your person, do things, advertise yourself every day on Facebook or Twitter. And people are being killed on a daily basis. The judgment will not only come upon Simon. The judgment will come upon all those who are defending Simon in this wickedness. Clinton View Media made a very comment. He says, each time Simon Ekpa threatens Nigerian government and army, he sends signal to them to come to Biafra land to harass, maim, and kill civilians. That means he's working for the zoo. Either by design or default, he's working for the zoo. Now, somebody else asked, Livingstone, can you tell us how do you persuade you? If you want to stand with the truth, you must be fed. Who have
Pastor, just leave that guy. That guy is an E-frog. He's E-frog. I know him very well. He comes here to constitute nuisance. Just leave him alone. I let him continue his frog.
Let him continue. He's an idiot. I'm very sorry to say it. Forgive me. This guy is like a bastard, because a bastard has no human feeling. He was trained on the floor. He's a dirty, rotten, useless person. Go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You see, Biafrans are being killed. Threats made here and there. Recently, Simon is making so much threats. Even if he's working the program of Nigeria, and they are displaying him on their papers and all of that, promoting him. Yet he keeps making threats so that they will use that as an alibi to come kill our men. Now, there are so many things that he has been saying in the past that prompted many of our men to be killed in the past before the elections. Now, let me just read out some of this stuff that these are some of the points he made. He said, let me just see if I can read one or two of them. And you will talk Biafra by force. We told you that people, that when the time comes, you'll be forced to report about Biafra freedom. Forced to report about Biafra freedom. Whether you like it or not, you don't have a choice. The Biafra exit becomes a reality. Now, let's go down to where he now begins to threaten the people. He said something on the 19th of February. He said, if you are an international media reporting anywhere about Nigeria, when what will start to happen from next week without interviewing me to hear the side of Biafra people, your reportage is fake and dead on arrival. Now, what I want to underline here is what will start to happen from next week. Now, this was a post he made on the 19th of February 2023. There are so many posts here that he has made concerning these kinds of nonsense. And these things prompt the Nigeria contraption to think that so many things are happening and that our men are holding weapons everywhere and there. And then they begin to bring helicopter gunships and all of that to come to our land, bomb the place, and Simon would brag and say, and Simon begin to give the people wrong narrative. He tells you 10, is Nigeria reporting it? 30-0. Whereas our men are being killed. Our men are being killed. He comes to give his scores. Now, recently, our men have been killed, including the ones with Butuzo. Recently, they have been killed. Simon have not even come on to tell anybody that anything has happened. But all he keeps doing is showcasing the side that will bring funds to him. So, Renadi, please, I know you have a perspective to this, and just take the mic and talk to the people about these things.
Okay. Thank you for anchoring today's program. And I commend your deed in mobilizing our people, educating our people, but our people are in a state of dilemma. They are sitting on the fence. They are caught in the intersection where truth and untruth, listen again, where truth and untruth are engaging themselves in a bloody combat. Truth and untruth mingle in a bloody combat. You know, that is what we are doing. We are people torn in between the deep blue sea. Part of us is that side, part of us is on the other side. So this Alibaba and his 40 thieves. If you remember the story of Alibaba, people say Alibaba. The white people say Alibaba. Alibaba and the 40 thieves. Simon Ekpa is the Alibaba, and his followers are the 40 thieves with him. You see, there are many ways or different ways to sabotage a freedom fighting movement such as ours. One is directly, the other one is indirectly. But Simon have both. He is directly and indirectly aiding and abetting the enemy. Our pronounced enemy, Simon, is enhancing their activities on our side of the divide. That is what he's doing, and he's enjoying it because he has bamboozled our people to make them believe that he is the Messiah, but he is a false Messiah. False Messiah. He is the bad Jesus. Yes, he is the bad Jesus. False Messiah, false Jesus. So, and people are hard of hearing because they've been led astray. So to make a reverse to the direction of light is nearly impossible for our people. So it's going to take a hard cooking to redirect our people or our people's mind positively. So the activities of Simon Ekpa is the reason why you have all the blood flowing in Biafra land. The times we are in are dangerous times. And the zoo, if you call it government, I don't see anything governmental or government in that enclave they called Nigeria. The zoo are looking for excuse to annihilate our people. And Simon is giving them reason to conduct the carnage they are carrying out on our side of the divide. And Simon knows this. He deliberately doing it. If anybody, he sees any potential, anybody with the potentials to curb the situation at home, he brands the individual or the group or the individuals. He brands them negative names. He calls them negative names. He misguides, misleads his blind followers, knowing that our people are not informed. Instead of mobilizing our people positively, he mobilizing them negatively. Man, ike esu, giga orie esu, giga afọ esu, giga nkwo esu, oshahia ndị a n'aka gosigi n'aka. Everybody is a criminal. Everybody is bad. The only person that is good is Simon Ekpa. How come? How did all this come about? Do you ask questions? How come? All you have to do is bend down low, look in between, and read between the lines. Read between the lines. What is going on? Why are all these people so bad? And they're bad. How bad are they? Why is it after removing these people, it's called removing? Why is it that we are still stagnant? How many? Look how many years, how long we've come. Why are we still in one place? Why is the zoo having upper hand? Why are we running hater-skater in our own area? Why is it that strangers are in our land, occupying our land, ravishing, raping, doing all kinds of unthinkable things to us, having field day unchallenged, and this guy is every day preaching or launching his ESN fundraising? Why is ESN incapacitated to at least protect lives? He's got guys giving them false hope to believe that something is on the way coming. But I'm telling you, Simon is in the way of this struggle. He has no clue. He doesn't have the yardstick, doesn't know the rubrics of freedom fighting. You understand? He comes out firing at everybody, you know, shooting at everybody. Nobody shot at him in the first place. All these men are bad. Only Simon is the good, he called himself good guy. Does he know the meaning of good guy? He can't. If he's a good leader, he should stay in front of the battle. Stop. And I say stop pushing our people, youths, into their early graves. That ain't gonna help. This is not how to go about freedom fighting. Boasting about things you cannot do. You don't even have the capabilities, the capacity to do. It's not about being a newscaster, wannabe. Not even a real newscaster. He go there, cut and join, cut and join, cut and join. And then when you try coming out and say, hey, let's do this in the right way, you become a public enemy number one. He will go and dispel your name, brandish you as evil, and the people, what's part of it? His rebelments. I'm talking about the commoners, the followers, rebel rousers. They believe him without asking questions, like idiots. They don't ask questions. Hey, you say these people are bad. What did they do? Whoever has anything to offer for the struggle, he will go about there, poison people's minds to believe. And those people sheepishly believe these are the bad people. Sabo, in a situation like this, like I say, these are dangerous times. A lot of innocent people getting killed. Guess what happens? When you kill an innocent man, do you know how many years God punishes us? Nature do punish us for that, because the cry of the innocent will cry to creation. And that will, God will look at what, let me just be elusive now. Because of the evil that Israelites committed while they were leaving Egypt, that made them something that would have taken them 40 days, took them 40 years.
Yes.
And God made it that a whole lot of them will die. It's only the youth. A whole lot of them will die in the journey. They will not reach the promised land because they went against the ordinance, God's ordinance. Do it this way. They refused. They got carried away. Upon all the miracles that was wrought by Moses before them, they tried to kill Moses. They tried to pull the people back to Egypt. You understand? What direction is Simon heading? What direction is he? So all these people don't know nothing, only him. And look at what he surrounded himself with. I don't mean any offense to our ladies, our mothers, but there are roles fit for them to play at this time. We are not politically settled. We are trying to wrestle our destiny from the hands of the oppressor who are using the Fulani stooges to hold us down. But in life, there's something about life. For one to survive, you have to hold others down. That is exactly what Simon is doing. For him to keep rolling, he has to hold the good guys, the real good guys, down, so that you're going to see him as the angel of light, which he's not. Yeah. And then I hear people telling me, Simon, we know, we don't know yours. And then that comes to bring to light the common adage or so that says the angel you know is better than the devil you know is better than the angel that you don't know. But there's something that makes this one devil. Devil is devil, and you know him. He's gonna keep putting you in a situation that is not joyful. So you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. Just hold your thoughts because you're going to go on. You know, I just have to, because of some are still here. Some of us are still here who have not said anything yet. I'm still going to call you on and for you to give more, because I know that aspect you're going at, that's where you're going. The devil, you know, and of course, when it is a devil, it is a devil. No matter what you think about it, the devil is the devil. Whatever you call it, it can never be better. So it's the devil.